All right, Gamer Tag Radio listeners, we need your support. We're planning to go to E3 2019, but we can't go without your support. Head over right now to donate.gamertagradio.com. That's donate.gamertagradio.com and support the show. You can donate if you want, or there's another way for you to support GTR. Go to store.gamertagradio.com and buy t-shirts, hoodies, stickers. Please spread the word. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, podcasting since 2005. You're listening to Gamertag Radio with your hosts, podcaster Hall of Famer Danny Pena, the always opinionated Paris Lilly, and from outside of the norm, Peter Toledo. This is Gamertag Radio.
Yeah. Battle of the Games. We continue here. The last episode, we talked about Final Fantasy. That was like a good...
I still think I'm right.
That was...
And the polls have showed Final Fantasy VII won.
Not yet. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I already know the future.
That was strictly 60, almost 60 minutes of just Final Fantasy conversation.
When you put it up on Twitter, we're going to see Final Fantasy VII won.
Look, man.
I'm just
saying that was a pretty good conversation. I felt like everybody had their reasons. It was on point. Like I really like the conversation
because it's hard for me to argue against games that I love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
It's like picking your favorite child. You can't do it.
But we're just having fun.
And also, too, nostalgia is always going to win. Like,
I think so. I think
nostalgia is always
that
going to
plays
win.
a big part, and it's hard to like take that out of the equation.
Yeah. So this is Danny speaking. Paris and Pete are not in this episode. This is like a kind of like a bonus episode, but I have special guests here for Battle of the Games. We have Nano.
Yo, if you remember from last time, I'm the guy that picked the most unorthodox Final Fantasy.
Not really, though. I think this was a good game. Dude.
I know, but it wasn't your typical.
I was
Final
very
Fantasy
surprised.
JRPG game.
I was very surprised.
That's a curveball. It was a curveball that I wanted to throw in there, but it was worthy of being in the conversation.
Yeah, and also joining us this week for this episode,
Bam Beatz,
Battle
I'm back,
baby of the Games. Bam Beatz,
I'm back.
Yeah,
dropping more knowledge this time.
Yeah, man. So
this time around.
Then this time
last
around.
time.
I think this one is going to be a pretty good one.
Let's do it.
This is going to be a really good one, and maybe it might be controversial too, man.
Might. Because apparently there's a guy who put the 64.
Whoa. We haven't even mentioned the name of the game. Relax.
We did pre-talking. I'm ready to go.
We're going to talk about our favorite Zelda games.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions about it. I got to give props to Nano because Nano was the one that came up with this.
Mm-hmm.
You know why it's a good topic? Everybody's going to have their opinion about their favorite Zelda games.
Yeah.
All right?
I feel like, I mean, as long as I've been alive, there's always been multiple, like there's a Zelda game almost every year. It feels like, you know what I mean?
It's every
couple, every
years,
2-3 years, you get a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Zelda is kind of like in the same realm of Mario, where it's like another one's coming out,
or Final Fantasy,
you know what? Like, oh man, and you're hype about playing the game. So there's so many Zelda games to talk about, and I wanted to know what was your favorite. What do you think the best Zelda game is?
Yeah.
In all of your history of playing, because I've played from the first one till the most recent.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and so have you guys.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on what ranks as the best Zelda game overall?
All right, so we're gonna have the conversation right now in a few seconds. But if you have your favorite Zelda game, this is how you can let us know here on Gamer Tag Radio.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.
Yes, let us know. fanmail@gamertagradio.com or give us a call 786-273-7GTR. That's 786-273-7GTR. Bam, look at me like.
I'm looking at it like, say, we have a phone number?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a long time, Bam.
It's been a long time.
We upgraded from
I
the
can
phone
see
days.
you got a nice little board. It's got flashy little lights on it.
Yeah, man. That's how we
It's
do
like
it,
you paid a pretty good penny on this.
Yeah,
board.
it was it was expensive.
And what back of the truck did you get this board from, yo?
No, man, I bought it straight from the website, man.
Straight from retail?
Yeah, retail, man.
I knew a guy in the back of a bus, bro.
Oh God, please. All right, so we're gonna be talking about our favorite Zelda game. Can we start with the bad first? Because I think we
What's
have
your
a lot.
what's the worst Zelda game?
It's going to be unanimous with this.
All right,
Come on, guys.
Zelda 2 was my worst Zelda experience. Look, I love 1. 1 was groundbreaking from the original Nintendo. I was like, oh, man, new Zelda. Zelda 2.
But I'm with Godfrey on this one. Zelda 2, what is it? Link's Awakening? Link's Awakening, right?
That was 2? I don't remember the name.
Wait,
Zelda
it's 2D. It's
Yeah, 2D. It was for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, for the NES. It's Zelda 2.
I think it was Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
It was made before
Wait,
the
we
whole
talk about
storyline.
but for 2?
Yeah, part 2, the one that we're all talking about.
Yeah.
That game was trash.
I didn't like that game.
The Adventure Link.
I didn't like that game.
Yeah.
Please, look, if somebody likes that game, please tell me why you like that game because I hated
You know what?
that game.
It was mixed with like Castlevania, where you go to different towns and you like go to people's houses.
First of all,
it was 2D,
first of all, do not compare that to a classic Castlevania.
but it was like Castlevania.
It was
Remember,
trying.
Castlevania was on top of the world at that time.
Yeah.
So I guess they try to emulate that same faction.
Garbage. I hated it.
I agree with you. Let me tell you something. Wait. Going back to Link 2,
yeah.
I remember being like 6, 7 years old playing the original one, like, oh my God, this game's amazing. And
First save.
yeah. I had the gold cartridge and everything.
Yeah,
And then I
also
remember
amazing.
playing Link 2 and I'm like, as a little kid thinking like, yo, this game is dog crap. What is this, dude? What am I playing? Me and my brother never finished that game to this day.
Yeah. I was
was
never.
trash.
Yeah, it was.
Want to be Castlevania, Link mixed with Zelda.
It's whack. But I love the first one. Gold cartridge. First time that I save a game because it was so long.
I think I had.
And here's the bad thing about that game. Your batteries died.
Oh, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
but
a
it was
game
never
over.
in your time, the NES.
No,
timeline
but the only way, because this is how I finished the game. So I played a lot of Nintendo games at the time.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to have the game inside of the system in order to save because
Why?
the system gave the battery power so you could still save. But as soon as you take out the cartridge, that's it. Everything is because my battery was dead. It was an older Zelda game. So the battery was already
I
too
mean,
dead.
I had the original press, like the gold cartridge.
Yeah.
I didn't have to take it. I mean, I took it out.
But remember, after a while, the battery died. You know how they had a battery back then?
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
kind
I
of
know
like
they had a
watches.
battery.
Like, those like battery
but
watches. It
I
was
don't
like
remember
that.
I don't remember mine's ever dying.
Mine
dude.
died, yo. So the only way I could save it, I had to leave the cartridge inside of the
So you
system.
should buy
it
like
could-
another Nintendo.
no. So it gave the battery kind of like a little bit of power, so I could still save it, and it will not erase.
I don't know. I don't remember.
As
that.
soon you move the cartridge, everything you worked on gone.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I go old school on my stuff.
But you had the gold cartridge, like the original.
Original
that
one.
was probably my favorite
Collectors.
a collector's edition release.
It was
of a
dope.
game.
It was dope. It's dope. Now, can we talk about the best Zelda games ever? Now,
Well, okay. Well, let me stop you there because you can't just go best overall. Give me the best. Oh man, it's tough because Zelda was released on a lot of platforms.
yeah, it was. But there was some good and there was some. It was okay. There was a lot of those.
So, what's your best Zelda? What's your favorite Zelda overall? Number one over
Number
everything.
one. Okay, can I say before number one? I can say what was like up there.
Okay, one that competes with number one but isn't one overall.
Okay, I think 64 was Ocarina of Time was really up there.
So that's not your number one.
Wait,
That's not your number one?
It's
I thought you were going to say Link to the Past.
I don't
was,
know.
like,
No,
up there, but not
no.
number one.
Link to the Past. I put it maybe like a number 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
That's good.
my
Is
number-
that
I think
good?
we're all.
That's my
on
number
the same
We're on
page.
the same page. Ocarina of Time was number one for a very long time. It was the first time that I was like, wow, open world. I could go anywhere I want. Like it was 3D graphics. I was like, the only thing that was like really tough was the water level. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yes.
temple was-
Everybody went
the water
I'm
through-
not going to lie.
Everybody
I
went
used
through
the
that.
strategy guide. I bought
No,
a strategy
I
guide.
did.
Target.
I didn't, and it took me a month to beat that.
It took me
Yeah.
a month
Nah.
to
I'm
figure
not
that
gonna lie,
out.
man. I bought a strategy guide at Target.
But
I'm not even ashamed.
I'm not
of
gonna
it.
lie, dog.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It took me
But that game,
couple
that,
weeks.
that level made you buy the strategy guide, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But it took me a couple weeks to find that game because every time I go to a store, we sold out, we sold out. It was so I went. I remember working at a mall. It was this place called Dayland Mall. It still exists,
yeah.
but
It's still thriving, Godfrey.
so there in the mall there was a GameStop.
EB
And-
Games. It was EB Games.
EB
Yeah,
Games at
EB
the time,
Games, yes,
and there
GameStop.
was also a Best Buy, but it was like farther. But it was part of the Dayland area. I found Zelda 64 at Best Buy because every store I will go to, we sold out, we sold out. It was hard to find at the time, man.
I mean, I didn't have that.
It sold. No, your mom bought it for you.
My mom bought it, and I can tell you the story about my.
Yeah, you mentioned a few, but it took me a while to find that game. I couldn't find it day one. I couldn't. Took me like a week or two, maybe 3. Can't remember the top of the head, but once I found it, it was a game changer. I was like, wow, this game is amazing. There was years I'm like, yo, there's no other Zelda game that's gonna surpass it. But even though I've never finished the game, never finished it.
You never finished the 64 one?
No, I finished the 64.
Okay.
What I'm about to mention right now, I never finished the game. I got really far. I think Breath of the Wild.
You never finished Breath of the
You really
Wild.
No. First of all,
finished it like more than a year ago, bro.
Can I say why? Jesus
I mean, I'm
Christ.
already losing respect.
Kind of
Can
judging.
but can I say why? First of all, that game came out. I bought the Nintendo
I
Switch.
bought the Nintendo Switch because of that too.
And that was the game. And that was the game that. But let me finish. Before you say anything. Remember, I'm in a position that I have to talk about a lot of games.
Yeah, you're right. I get that.
It's hard for me, like, to really.
I can see the argument.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying.
But there was some parts I got stuck that I moved on.
I didn't move
But
on.
I love the difficulty. Like, it wasn't difficult that I stopped playing it.
Mhm.
It wasn't because of that. It was just
You needed to play something else.
it was just
Yeah, you had a
because-
lot on your plate.
Yeah,
I get it.
because at that time it was spring. A lot of games came out. Like, that was a problem because Nintendo Switch came out. It was just too many things going on at the same time.
Yeah, I understand.
It was not only that game, but I also play other Nintendo Switch games. It was just a mix of that, and but I still will put up there by a little bit,
By hair?
by a
Just by
hair. And the only reason why I say that game is a little bit better than the Nintendo 64 Ocarina of Time was because I could go to any castle, anywhere I want.
Which I like that better.
Because Ocarina of Time, to me, you have to go from A to B.
Yeah, it was still
to
it was still
C.
linear. It was still a linear game.
I can't go to one castle if
It
I
wasn't
don't finish-
fully open. It was sort of open world.
Yeah,
but it was
wasn't
the
really.
but it was the
wasn't really.
first open world game, and the first open world game that I ever played, period, from Nintendo was Mario 64.
Yeah.
That game basically helped all these games like The Witcher, Zelda, all these open world 3D style. That was the first one, but Zelda, I put it up there. Super. I'm talking about like inches away. Number one. Breath of the Wild, I have to put it up there.
A little bit over. I could see
Yeah.
the
No,
argument.
And it's a good, great story, voice.
You know what though?
And you could before I go to you, Nano. The thing that I love about Breath of the Wild, I could be anywhere in the game and I could still see what's in front of me from far away. That was dope. You couldn't really do that in Nintendo 64.
Oh, of course not, man. It was
Now-
all like polygon graphics, dude.
Yeah, the thing that stood out to me about Nintendo 64 was,
Ahead of
it
his
was
time.
ahead of its time. It was a
Dude.
kid and then getting older. It was just like
No, you had to time travel.
time travel. Dude, that was groundbreaking, man.
Ahead of his time is not even the word that describes the Nintendo 64 one.
What would you call that one then?
It's like, dog, I can't even describe. It's beyond ahead of its time. Like, that game was like an omen. Like, it was something that just came out and it was unheard of, dude. And it's higher than what you can think of.
No, I
Like the Nintendo
agree.
64, like, dude, I'm playing this game. I'm like, yo, this is not even a Nintendo 64 game. This is on its own platform. It's on its own genre of how good this game was, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the 64 was. It still hits me to this day, dude. Like, I got my Nintendo 64 back, and I'm like, yeah. I'm looking through it. I found WCW versus NWO. I find Perfect Dark. I'm like, where's Zelda at?
You found
And
Zelda.
no, Zelda wasn't there.
Well, what they did release Zelda 64 Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, and it looked even better.
I bought
Really?
it. I have it if you want to borrow it.
Yeah, that game.
It was a good remake. They did a really good job on it.
Yeah, it's smoother graphically, it's on point. Man. Now, I know you have a lot of things to say now. Go for it. This is your opportunity because I talked a lot.
All right.
I
Well,
talked
my
a
thing
lot.
is, it's hard for me to give best overall Zelda because Zelda was released on so many platforms. You know, you had your 64, you had the Switch, you have the Game Boy. I can't just give you a best overall Zelda, and if I did, it'd be cutting it very close between two titles that you mentioned, which is Ocarina of Time
Yeah.
and Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Those are my top two Zeldas overall. But if I had to go by console, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages is probably one of my favorite Zeldas.
That's pretty good though.
And that was released on the Game Boy Advance, I think.
Yeah. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game.
It's a good Zelda, yo.
I put him up top 5.
A Link Between
Not
Worlds.
top 3.
A Link Between Worlds?
Top 3.
A Link Between Worlds was good. That was that 3D, 2D Zelda.
Yeah.
I'll put that number.
I mean, it's up there. It's up there. It's good.
It's up there.
Ah, man, if I had to pick a game, I'm gonna go with. I don't know. Majora's Mask was good, man.
I didn't really like Majora's Mask, dude.
Can I say
I
something
remember
about that
playing that
game?
one.
It was one of the more difficult Zeldas.
It was, to me, it wasn't because it was difficult.
Yo, you had a time limit.
it was
It wasn't about
very-
it wasn't about being difficult. It just it didn't feel like a real Zelda game.
It was, I feel like it was rushed after the 64.
Yeah.
Am I right?
It might.
Yo,
have.
you
It
had
might have.
70,
right?
you had
might have.
72 hours to
Yes.
save the world.
Yes, it was not a bad game. It was just like, I was a little bit disappointed. I felt at that time. No, I'm talking about Nintendo 64 days. I felt like that game was a little bit rushed.
So where do you rank? I'm gonna
would
throw
not-
another title. I'm a game that revived the series, which you could say it's safe to say it revived it.
Okay,
Twilight Princess for the Wii.
I'll put
Twilight Princess was a good game.
I put Wind Waker higher than that. Are you serious? Wind Waker from the GameCube?
That one was good.
That was-
a good game.
that's-
I
You
thought
trying
it
to
was a
tell
good
me that's better than that's not better than Twilight Princess?
I never played that. The one that Nano saw about, but Wind Waker was amazing, dude.
Yo,
That's
man.
the with the boat, right? With
Yes.
the water.
game. Yeah, the cartoon.
And not only that,
Tooling
not only
from
that,
Smash.
at that
Yeah.
time, that was a very controversial game because a lot of the gamers like, yo, what's up with this cell shaded
Yeah,
game?
I
Like,
said the same thing too. I'm like, God, what the hell? This is not Zelda.
But-
and then I
but-
played the game. I'm like, oh, yo,
you know what was the
is
first cell
amazing,
shaded
dude.
game? It was Jet Set Radio. Nintendo was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Was.
Nintendo was like, yo, this is pretty good, and they created Wind Waker.
Mhm.
But still, even if you're not a fan of that graphics, the story,
No, but
No,
the
the game
graphics.
was
the
difficult.
gameplay-
Difficulty was
don't
good.
need
Story was good.
negative. The boat traveling, that was a little bit.
No, I like that. I like that.
It was too long in some parts.
I think it was too much too.
too
But
much.
Wind
Which they
Waker's good.
changed. Which they changed it when they remaster version.
They did?
Came out.
Oh.
Was it for Wii U? No. Was it for Wii U that came out?
the remaster.
The remaster.
I believe so.
Which I get.
Well,
it.
Wind Waker was what 2000 and
Dude, that was
2000
early
2003,
2000.
2003.
It was
Late,
early
it's like
2000.
late 03, 04.
Yeah, but
Yeah. No, it was 03. It was 03.
I think it was dope. Like the graphics, story, it was cool.
March
Really
of
cool.
2003,
It
I
was a
think.
young Link. It was a very young Link.
Toon Link. Yeah, it was a young kid Link.
Toon
you know,
Link, they
Yeah.
call it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll put it up there, man. I'll put it up there.
But if I had to choose, I mean, I think Breath of the Wild is probably the best Zelda game.
It is, man. Bam doesn't agree. He thinks 64
No.
was up there.
But it's like you. It's like with that hair the decision. The reason why I go with the 64 better is because nostalgia reasons. That's pretty much.
But Bam. Breath
That's
of
it.
the Wild, yo.
No, Breath of the
It's
Wild.
the
Yo, but
closest
you're making it
to-
sound like I'm saying Breath of the Wild is like Link 2. Like no,
I'm just
it's
saying,
amazing,
like,
dude.
You can't rank Zelda games in terms of overall because I would split it in between console and portable. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not. I'm comparing everything because I'm talking about. Because remember, Nintendo 64 Ocarina of Time version came out also for the 3DS, like kind of like a remaster, but a little bit better graphics.
It's just also-
it's portable, so it doesn't make a difference though.
the
man.
Zelda.
Link to the Past Part 2. What was it? That was the one, right? That came out for the
wall.
with the wall
Yeah.
cartoon.
Oh no, that was a Link Between Worlds. I think
Yeah, Link Between Worlds. Dude, that
that game was good.
that game. I put it up there, yo. It's my top.
I don't know if I put it.
I bought it for my nephew. I mean, my stepson.
good.
He loves it, dude.
It was good.
Likes it a lot.
It was really
To the point, like I think I'm gonna play that game too.
Now we didn't mention Link to the Past. It has to be up there too.
No, Link to the Past is number 3. Like it's
number
cut.
3. And,
There's nothing beating that game.
and this is from Super Nintendo 16-bit era, man.
Well, Skyward Sword, which I'm not too huge of a fan of the game because it was full motion.
I didn't like the game.
That's
the reason why they
only
like it.
game that continues the story after I think Ocarina of Time. It explains the beginnings of the origin of the Master Sword.
Yeah.
The beginning of Hyrule, the Kingdom of Hyrule.
No, but Ocarina of Time that's the game that splits the 3 timelines. So like,
But
that's
see,
the thing,
I-
you can
well,
say that about 2 other
the
games that takes
continuity
place
of
after it.
Zelda is tough because
It is
all those
confusing.
games.
That's the
are
thing I don't
different
like about
stories.
Zelda. Like
But see-
they made it too difficult and for like
There's no linear story.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna agree with you. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I don't see Zelda as like, oh, let me continue the story. I really don't. I just want to play a Zelda game. It's like,
Yeah, I get that.
It's like
I'm
it's
with
like
you.
Final Fantasy for me. Like every time you're gonna get a new Final Fantasy game, it's gonna be a new story, new everything, new whatever.
Well, the thing is, Final Fantasy doesn't continue with the same people over
But
and
the
over.
thing is, Zelda, you have to like sit down and there's even a book that kind of breaks down the storyline. I really don't care about that stuff, man. I just want to enjoy a great Zelda game. Nintendo 64, Breath of the Wild, Link to the Past, even Between Worlds, that was really good.
If I had to choose,
Get closer to the mic, please.
I'm gonna say Ocarina of Time can be ranked better than Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild took Ocarina of Time's formula
yeah.
and they made it better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They made it better.
In that regard, Ocarina of Time set the formula.
Now-
They showed you what it took to make a great game.
There's a lot of listeners who are going to say Majora's Mask should be
No.
up there.
No.
You don't
I don't.
agree because, I mean,
It didn't feel like
You-
a, it didn't
I
feel like a
think
Zelda game.
I think it should be in the top 5 argument.
No.
Look, now as
have
the
to play-
darkest Zeldas ever,
Yeah, for sure.
is the darkest ever
mean,
Zelda
I'm not-
ever.
I'm not
There's
really-
no other Zelda can be darker than that.
Twilight Princess was pretty
More
dark.
than Majora's Mask?
It was up there.
No, man.
I think
There's
so.
there's no way.
No, I don't know about
There's
that
no
one.
no. There's
Did
no.
you ever play with Majora's Mask?
No, I played it. That one I played. I didn't like it.
You didn't play Twilight?
No, that's the one from the Wii, right?
It was
It was a Wii.
It was a Wii launch title, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one.
no, I didn't play
it,
that.
It was like a little motion,
Mhm.
but
I
the
saw
second
you
one was
play. I saw you
Strictly
play-
motion, yeah,
I
yeah.
saw you play in the game, but
Yeah,
I
no, but
didn't
you
play
could
it.
switch. I think you could switch it.
Yeah, you
At one
can.
point.
But it was still to this day the darkest Zelda games ever came out. But you know what it was? I thought it was it's gonna be like Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
I played it. I felt like I had to rush. Like I like
Majora's Mask, you had to rush.
Yeah, but I love to explore and
That's
try
why
things.
to me it didn't feel like a real Zelda game. It felt like something else, dude.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Ocarina
is,
of Time.
in
I was
Majora's Mask-
exploring.
You had 72 hours to save the world from the moon crashing into the world,
Too much.
and it would just you would relive the same 72 hours until
Yeah.
you save the game,
Yeah.
save the world or whatever.
I don't know. Look, if somebody listens to this, please tell me why Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina of Time. Because honestly,
Excuse me?
It's not better.
No,
I'm
no,
not saying
but
that.
there
I'm not
might be
saying that.
people like, no, I love my Majora's Mask. I think there's even YouTube videos that people put that as one of the top Zelda
Well,
games.
no, look,
I
honestly,
don't.
I respect everybody's decision.
No,
but you're
but
wrong if you
mean-
think that.
I mean, your opinion. No,
No,
you're not
no,
wrong.
I don't care. I don't
It's
see
own
that.
opinion, man.
Hey, you know what? Your opinion is
no,
incorrect.
that's
It
an
is
opinion.
wrong.
It's crossing the line of like opinion. Like that's not an opinion, man.
No,
There's
that
way
is
Majora's
opinion.
Mask is
No
better.
matter what you say, is an opinion, dude.
I just
Well, you know what?
Disagree.
You're wrong. Your opinion means nothing to me.
Yeah. So you think Majora's Mask should be at
In
least
the
in the top
argument?
5?
No,
No.
not in the top
not
5.
top 5.
I think if I had to rank games, Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time,
Yes.
Link to the Past.
Link to the
Okay.
Past. I say the original Zelda from the NES is 4,
Oh.
at least for me.
No way.
Yeah, man.
It's a good
Mind
game.
you,
you could
there's a lot
probably-
of Zelda games I haven't
You
played.
could probably throw in one of the Game Boy games in there. Like
Yeah, they had some
Oracle.
good
I
Game
never
Boy,
played-
or
I
Game
never
Boy
played.
Advance, Game Boy
Oracles
Color,
or Link Between Worlds.
Okay, I'll give you
You
that.
could throw in
or DS.
Twilight Princess. You could throw in,
3DS?
you could throw in Twilight
I
Princess.
heard that one was amazing.
Which one? The between
Twilight
Link-
Princess.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess was good. Wind Waker, you could throw it in there.
Yeah, Wind Waker. Okay.
Which one?
I like Wind Waker better than
Was
Nintendo.
Four Seasons good? I never really got to play that game.
Four Seasons?
I never played that game.
Yeah, it was.
You're
the
talking
one
about Four Swords, where it was 4-player.
It's not.
It's four different links.
Four
It's
swords.
like,
Okay.
it's like a purple
Four
one, a
swords.
blue one.
Four
Yeah.
Swords is good.
Yeah, you play that one?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, I never played that one. But
I mean-
I'm keeping it 100 right now.
Me too. There's a bunch of Game Boy
Skyward
Advance
Sword, I didn't like, but the reason I like Skyward Sword was
Wait, was that strictly motion one?
I don't remember. I
Wait, was
confused, man.
that
It
the
was-
one that I went to E3 one time?
It's the one
And-
where like you travel to like you're in this thing above the world, like it's a floating.
But wait, hold on. So I went to E3.
Mhm.
They had an orchestra playing the soundtrack of the Zelda game,
Yeah.
and Miyamoto, the creator,
Yeah.
comes out and was trying to show us how to play the game using the Wii controller, not the Wii remote. It's not Wii U, not Switch.
Uh-huh.
He tried to do it. It wasn't working. On stage, and I'm there in the front like, oh, this is not good. And he's like, and they had to move on, like continue the conference.
Oh,
Yo,
that's
it
the
was
late ass.
bad. It was very iconic. The orchestra was there playing, and then he comes out like dressed up as Link with the shield and the sword. And then he's going like this, and Link is not even moving. And I'm there like in the front, like, oh my God, this is not good.
Another
But I
game that was
I remember
good.
that. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't great, but it was decent. Phantom Hourglass.
Which one is that?
I'm turning.
That was the
this
DS game. That's the DS game.
Yeah, DS game.
It was in 2007.
You play that one?
Yeah, of course. I've played every Zelda
Every
game.
Zelda game?
Huh.
Okay. It's not worse than 2.
No,
Because 2
No.
was the worst. And please, if you disagree with me,
I'm just
please
saying
tell me.
Twilight Princess is up there in the top 5. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. If somebody asks you, okay, we all agreed that
Mm-hmm.
2 was pretty up there, like one of the worst. What is the second worst Zelda game?
Triforce Heroes. It
Is
was
that a Game Boy
it was
Color?
it was a 3DS game.
3DS.
2014, 2015, I think.
Why was the worst?
That
Because
game
I don't
just-
remember that
That
game.
game just played terribly, man. Like it was just it didn't feel like they didn't do anything new. It wasn't like you were getting any like awesome gameplay. It was just they took the Zelda, formula and just like threw a terrible, it was a very skeleton Zelda game. You know what I mean? Like they just took what was good about Zelda, threw it in there, but there was nothing offered new.
Mhm.
It played terribly. It looked pretty crappy because it was like a DS game.
Okay.
It didn't offer anything to the story of Zelda. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing like it didn't continue the story of Ocarina or of Wind Waker of any of those games. It was just like a random Zelda game that just it was kind of like a filler Zelda game, which I didn't really care about.
Okay.
I think Triforce is probably the
But
second
is
worst
that game like part of that whole
So
3-line storyline?
It's in there. It's somewhere in there.
So let me ask you this: as a person that maybe they just bought a Switch, is their first the younger generation? They're probably
I think
gonna be.
that was the game that you had to play with friends. Like you had to have 2 other people play with you.
What are you talking about?
The Triforce Heroes.
Oh, okay. I was like, yo, Nintendo Switch version? No.
No, the Triforce.
like-
no, I'm going back to Triforce, but I think
Okay.
Triforce you had to play with other people that had the game, and you could connect all 3 systems to one game.
okay.
You had the red, green, and
Okay.
blue. I think I don't remember what the hell.
All
it
right.
was.
So let me continue what I was going to say.
Okay.
If somebody bought a Nintendo system for the first time, young, because there can be a lot of young listeners that
Sure.
don't know anything about the old Zelda, whatever. Wow, what in the world was that?
My bad.
All right, so they purchase a Nintendo Switch. Maybe that's their first console.
Mhm.
Maybe they haven't purchased the Nintendo Classic, Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which one should be the first game they should try it out first?
It's the one from the Switch, man. It's the best graphics. Kids nowadays are gonna play that
Because
game.
your stepson,
Yeah.
he
Dude, he
finished-
he thinks the Switch one is the best one. And I'm telling him, like,
he played
wait,
64 version too.
he's never played. That's what I'm telling him. Like, wait till you play the 64, man, before you start saying the Switch one's better.
But
But he's playing the one.
Breath of the Wild is really
he's
good.
playing the one from 2013, the one that links on the wall. Link. It's the one after the Super Nintendo. And he thinks that game's amazing.
Okay,
but he's not saying it's better than Switch. But I'm telling him like he needs hold on to hold on to that.
Yeah.
Play the 64 one. Because to me, that's the best one.
Okay, my brother went to the bathroom real quick, but Bam, tell the story how you got to play Nintendo Zelda 64.
Well, look, my mom bought it like day one. I think the 64 one came out in November. I think. I mean,
Was it November? The end of November? Actually,
it was November time.
I'm gonna look it up
because a month later was Christmas, and that's when I was supposed to get the game for Christmas.
I'm gonna check it out right now.
Well, I'll tell the story while you check it out. I think if I had to put money on it, I said the game came out in November. Anyways, my mom bought the game, right?
Yeah.
So my mom is bringing the presents in, like she has in her room. She's wrapping stuff up, getting ready for Christmas for the next month, a couple weeks. I waited.
I can tell you
what.
November 21st.
I told you it was in November.
1998.
98. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So whatever. I find out when my mom put all the gifts. So
23rd. My bad. 23rd. In North America. Yeah.
So I find out where all the gifts are, and I see the regular rectangle. Looks like a Nintendo 64 box. So I get like a little knife. I get the corners.
Yeah.
Open it up, and I pop all the game. Like, oh, this f***ing Zelda.
Yeah.
Well, okay, curse on here.
Yeah. No, you can't.
So whatever. So I get WCW versus NWO, and I just put that game in the box. And I'm playing that game from November all the way to Christmas.
And your mom never noticed.
Yeah,
she's not gonna
She
know
about
She's
video
like,
games.
He's playing Zelda.
So I'm playing it, and Garver's like, "Dog, you got Zelda," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing." And all of a sudden, I'm playing it. 2 minutes in, Garver's right next to my shoulder, just watch me play.
I love
I'm
that.
like, "Yo, get out of
This
here,
game is
dog."
groundbreaking.
Dude." But just off nostalgia reasons, I think the 64 is better.
But here's the problem with us, like the older crowd, like we can't be stuck old games the whole time.
I know, but that's a game you eat. You could take nostalgia out, and that game could easily compete, man.
Yeah, it can. I think if it wasn't for that game, there would have been no Witcher. Because have you ever played The Witcher?
Nah.
No, he's never played.
Let me tell you.
What system is that?
First now, PlayStation 4, Xbox.
You can play
PC.
with the newer systems, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I know how people are gonna be
Charles
like.
was playing it on Xbox.
So a lot
The
of
game is
people,
good, man.
a lot of people are gonna be like, "Damn, Bam never played The Witcher." I understand. There's a lot of people like you that never played it. They only stick with the older.
In general, I haven't really been playing a lot of. I don't really play that much video games.
So, The Witcher,
Mhm.
to me, is the best game that I played this generation on PlayStation 4, Xbox
Did you
One
say generation?
of this generation of this
of the
generation.
2010s, like
No, 2013, 14 after the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Zelda 64,
yeah.
there would have been no Witcher because that Zelda 64 was like.
Why do you say that?
It was the first action RPG game, open world. You go anywhere you want. So to me, The Witcher, you play it, open world, so many side quests. You can go anywhere you want, and that's why Breath of the Wild also they developed that game because of The Witcher.
Really?
Yeah, because dude. If you play The Witcher, if you love Zelda, you love The Witcher, man.
It's a good game, dude. You can get
It's
into it.
so like if you have a PlayStation 4,
Yeah, of course.
you
You can get it pretty cheap right now, too, I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, look, people don't understand too, man. Like we're like the people that listen to our show, like the majority are hardcore. So when they hear you, like, yo, I've never heard of The Witcher, they'll be like, yo, are you really bad? Like, but remember, you stuck with a lot of old games, and I understand.
No, it's just I stopped playing games for a very
long time.
The only games that Bam really kept up with, like,
it's just traditional
like-
things like
like
Zelda,
fighting games,
Metal
like-
Gear,
yeah.
Zelda, Metal Gear, and like Street Fighter.
So
It's all I kept up
anything
with.
Metal Gear, that's it.
Oh yeah. I bought a PS3 because of the
Snake Eater.
Metal Gear 4.
Okay.
No, Snake Eater's Metal Gear is PS2.
So you like fighting games too?
Oh yeah, I mean I scoot Nano every day in Street Fighter.
Wow.
Chill, baby.
Dragon Ball Champ over here too.
Get out of here, dog. I'll put it on right now.
Dog, if
outta here.
Sonic Fox is hearing me, I'll school him up right now.
Wow.
We'll put money on it.
I'm not even gonna say anything because that's a ridiculous comment.
Go one, what's up? I'll school him too.
No.
Yeah,
So you agree with what I was saying about The Witcher?
Yeah, I do. I think so too.
Zelda is strictly because Zelda. If you're a Zelda 64 or Breath of the Wild
inspired
fan,
by Zelda, yeah.
Witcher should be on your list. Action RPG, best ones.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You're listening to Gamertag Radio.
Okay, fellas, sometimes as men, we don't like to admit We need a little assistance. We need a little help. We need a little boost. A little something to add to the confidence. Blue Chew. That's bluechew.com. That's blue like the color blue. You want a little increase to your performance and get that extra confidence boost that you'll need? Check out bluechew.com. It brings the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know it's the real deal and it's the stuff that works. You can take them anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, and since it's a chewable, they work up to twice as fast as a pill, so you'll be ready whenever the opportunity arises. Now, it's not just for guys with dysfunction, it's for any guy who needs extra function and to enhance their performance in the bedroom. So again, guys, I know this is always a touchy subject talking about Blue Chew, but listen up here really quick. Blue Chew is prescribed online and shipped straight to your door in a discreet package. So no in-person doctor's visits, no waiting in the pharmacy, and best of all, no awkwardness. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy. So right now, got a special deal here for our Gamertag Radio listeners. Go to bluechew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code GTR. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's bluechew.com, promo code GTR. Try it out for free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring Gamertag Radio.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.
Anything else, Nano, before we wrap it up?
Hey, what's the biggest fish you ever caught in the 64 one?
I don't remember.
When you go
Dude,
to
I'm
the-
not
I
gonna-
can't.
I'm not gonna
Do
remember
you know
that.
the weight?
I think so. Mine was like
I
I think
don't
18.
18 pound?
I think so.
I don't remember
It's
that.
a good fish.
It was a big fish.
I don't remember.
I'm just saying.
It got to the point where all I did was fish.
As
Like
far
I beat
as
the game and just fish.
we mentioned a lot of the Zelda games that are the best. It was either, obviously everybody's choices are going to be Breath of the Wild or Ocarina.
Yeah.
I say revisit the Game Boy games. The handheld
those
games,
are the really good
Those
ones.
were some of the best Zelda games I've ever played.
Yeah, I agree.
Revisit those games. Or
Even
at
Game
the
Boy
very least-
Color.
Yeah.
Game Boy Color.
At least revisit Wind Waker. If you didn't,
I
if you
do-
didn't get to play
that's-
that game,
that's
that game was
GameCube.
awesome.
I do want to
GameCube.
play that game again. You have a game? Can I borrow? You have a GameCube?
No, I don't, man.
You don't have a GameCube?
No.
I thought you usually like keep every system you
Dude,
own.
it's hard for me. Yo, come on. No, tell him,
Yeah,
please. Tell
you
him the
guys-
amount of boxes I have in my house.
He has a bunch of stuff, bro. Stuff from
Yeah,
his
yeah, but I
it's
figure
hard.
you'll keep when it comes
It's
to video
hard.
games, you keep everything you
No.
owned. You still own your Final Fantasy 3?
I don't remember what I did with. I think I gave it to my brother. The game of New
Your other brother, yeah,
New
New
York.
York.
My other brother. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, all right, so we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna play.
What do you guys think?
Wait. Can I play the where people can email us?
I mean, I guess.
All right, we'll be right back. I'm gonna play right now.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.
All right, now. So you're going to say something very quick?
Play those old Zelda games, man. Get back into the handheld games.
Which
Don't
is
just
good.
think about these console games, like Switch, Wii, all these games are like,
Portable.
like portable has some of the best Zelda content.
You can even play Zelda 64 in a portal.
Yeah.
3DS.
No, well, I mean,
You can.
that's not. I don't consider that a portable game.
No,
you
but
can-
that is a portable.
You could do it now. You could do it now.
Yeah,
But
now.
I'm
You
just saying,
can,
like
but
games that were
it's not considered portable.
games that were exclusive to the handheld systems.
Yes.
Go back and play those because those are some of my favorite Zelda games.
Okay.
I'll tell you what not to do. Do not play Link Zelda 2.
Zelda 2.
Because I played on Nintendo Classic and did not get any better.
I tried.
It did not age well
I tried.
at all.
It was
Don't play that
kinda
game.
whack.
like milk. I should age like milk.
It was pretty bad. All right. So, Bam, now you want to promote anything? You want to promote your
Our podcast. I don't even know if that's still alive anymore.
no, not
but
podcast, but maybe your company.
My company. Yeah. If you guys need any food, if you want me to feed you or your family, Fresh
If
to Chef.
are you hungry? Go over here.
Do you eat? Do you eat? Do you sometimes require nutrition? I can help you. Freshtochef.com or .miami. I'm sorry. Fresh to Chef. That's 2 TO. .miami. hit me up. My email's up there. If you need any inquiries, any prices, catering, we do full service, bar, food, whatever you want.
We have a lot of listeners in Florida. Maybe somebody in Broward, Miami. You want to hire you? Yeah, that's good, Nano.
Yeah, I mean, I do everything. Just let me know.
All right.
I'll feed you. I'll feed you, baby.
If your stomach growls, just call Nano, man.
There you go.
He'll feed you.
All right, you hungry? All right, Bam. Anything else?
Yeah, check me out on Twitter, Bam Beatz. Check me on IG, Bam_Beats.
Yes.
And you want to send, want to just talk to me? Hit me up, man.
Yeah, if you
I'll
want
talk to you
something-
back.
Are you a rapper or a singer?
Yeah, I'll send you some beats.
There you go.
He doesn't do any of that, but he does make some
And if
fire
you
beats.
No, he doesn't sing or rap. I'm just saying if you want beats. I was gonna say that, but you never.
Yeah, if you want beats,
I
I got
thought you want him to featuring Bam Beats, vocals by.
Hey, look. Are you hungry and you're in the studio trying to
Yeah,
call
record?
both
You
of
need
us.
beats.
Call both of us.
Yeah, both of you.
I'll
Right
send
there.
you a beat, and if you want to just talk trash, we can talk some trash too.
Yeah, if you want to debate with them, hit them
Yeah,
up.
I'll send you a meme of one of my friends, and
I'll tell you right
doing
now,
a funny face.
if you want to debate on any platform, on Twitter or whatever
I got a
you
meme
use,
of you.
What?
I got a meme of you.
what do you mean?
I got a Godfrey meme on my phone.
You
Like,
do?
you made
I
it?
make memes of my friends.
Wait, which one? The lamp?
That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
See, that was really old school.
I'm
that
just
was
gonna let you guys know right now. Like, if you want to debate us, I'm not so
What's on what?
so restrained
Okay.
on any other platform. On Gamertag Radio, I have a lot of restrictions.
Oh yeah.
I'll go a little
It's
more
very-
full force on you.
it's very
Yeah, if you go
uncensored,
against
but
Nano
yeah.
in a group text, like you're gonna end up wanting to give this guy.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
a
you're gonna wanna
wedgie.
fight me when you see
want to.
me.
Yeah, you want to give Nano a wedgie.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially in fantasy football season, you want to punch this guy in the mouth.
Okay.
Hey, baby, I'll take that title.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here. Gamertag Radio. Thank you for listening. Remember to hit us up, fanmail at gamertagradio.com. And wow, everybody's getting up and going to the bathroom, all that stuff. Also, give us a call, 762-737-GTR. That's 762-737-GTR. You can also hit us up, speakpipe.com/gamertag radio. Until next time, we're out. Let's go.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.